I had no idea. I knew we had the drought, but I had no idea that it had messed that. What is going on, y'all? Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. You can see the roses are still doing awesome. Speaking of roses, come on, follow me. Come on, you guys see this. You guys see this. Take a look at the drift roses. Look at that. Unreal, right? Almost has this whole area completely engulfed. Big breeze, big breeze, big breeze in roses. Almost. We got some little gaps here and there. You can see right here. Now these are newer. I had to replant some and added some in this bed, but look at that. Absolutely stunning. I do want to do this though, and I won't do it until the fall, but you can see we ended up adding some more weed barrier right here a couple of years ago. We did that because cutting this grass right here was the devil. It really was. So my plans are to get some more of these drift roses, these pink ones, and come all the way around. And you know what? I may come all the way around here with them because I planted some stuff back here. And this one's doing okay right here. This is a black knight butterfly bush. I planted some lantana right there, another butterfly bush, and so I had another butterfly bush right here. All of it died. I have no idea why it didn't make it. I have no idea why it didn't make it. So I'm thinking about bringing these drift roses because look at them. I mean, these guys, they love it. On the hill, dry as the devil in my gravelly, look, gravelly soil. You see my soil right there? Still thriving, y'all. Still, look at that. So if that's doing so well there, I think I'm just gonna bring it on around all the way up through here and down through here. That's my plan. Also, I want to show you guys something as well. Y'all remember what I'm doing in the back garden back here? Let's move over. There we go. With the flags, trying to ward off the peacocks. And well, let me show you what I did. Remember, I just felt like that the garden flagging that I put up there just didn't look right. It just didn't match what I wanted to match. And so I kept looking, and I found these flags. And once I put them up, I love them. You can see these flags here. I got them all the way around. Now they are a little smaller and they are shaped like a triangle, but I like them. It kind of fits the whole theme of my gardens. It kind of looks like a quilt. You know, that's what it reminds me of, is a quilt. Y'all look at this. Don't it look like a little quilt? With the wind blowing so hard right now, it may be hard to see, but you can see it's like fabric remnants and just flowers. They're all flower themed. You can see which fits the garden perfectly. And I don't know, I just think it looks better than the other. And we'll just see how long these guys last right here. I know they're gonna fade. I did get this installed yesterday. I couldn't wait. And I actually like this one a lot better than the ones I had up there. I don't know, it just kind of matches the garden space back here and the house and all that better than the other ones did. Also, I do have my lights ordered, and I'm going to use the same lights that I used in the Alabama parterre garden over there. We're going to put lights over here too. Those lights are LED, they're plastic, they're not glass, and they're weatherproof. And gosh, how long those been up there? A couple years now, and still come on every single night. As a matter of fact, some of y'all have been asking to see that side garden in the evening time. I showed it last year, but let's show it this year. When it gets dark, we'll come back out here and I'll show you what it looks like at night back here. Well, y'all, I love it when the barn's open like this. There's a lot more room, feels roomy and all that kind of good stuff. But It's not one of the main reasons we built the barn. We built the barn to store hay. And well, we put our last bale out. Brooke had kind of timed it, and she did an amazing job at timing how much, or figuring out how much hay we needed, because it was wintertime, fall, winter. She kind of did the math in her head, and she estimated on how much hay we were going to need for all the animals, because certain ones get a certain type of hay and how much of each one we needed. And she nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Except there's one thing. And to be honest with y'all, I had no idea how bad it was. I kind of had an idea that it was not going to be a good year, but I had no idea it was this bad already. Yesterday, I was out walking Maggie. As I'm walking by the cows, I hear somebody call my name. And I turn around and looked, and it's our neighbor, Mr. Eugene, getting his mail from the mailbox, and we started talking a little bit. Here's the thing about Mr. Eugene, besides him being a wonderful neighbor. He actually works for the place where we get our hay from. I forgot how the conversation came up, but long story short, he'd been cutting hay that day and went on to tell me that they are over 2,000 bales of hay behind right now. At this juncture, at this point in the year, they should be, or should have already cut at least 2,000 bales. I'm talking about round bales. I'm not talking about the little square ones, the big round ones. 2,000 bales of hay now. I had no idea. I knew we had the drought, but I had no idea that it had messed the hay up that bad. I really didn't. And I told him we just put out our last bale of hay, and with Maggie here, the horses have eaten almost, I mean, that round bale's gone, and we have the hay net over it, which minimizes waste, and that we really needed some more bales of hay. Especially this happening because he went to tell me that they got some ryegrass cut, which is not for horses, that's gonna be more for cows. But it's gonna be another 3 or 4 weeks before they can actually cut some horse hay. And I told him, oh my goodness, now I really need some bales. And I guess we'll just have to wait, or maybe we can buy some square bales and put some square bales in there. And he proceeded to tell me that, yeah, we got plenty of square bales right here. That's no doubt. And you can definitely do that. But Jason, I swear I saw a few round bales of hay left. I'm not quite for sure how many it was, but I swear there were some in there today. And he said, unless somebody bought it today after I saw it, there might be some in there for y'all. He said, I'm not quite sure how many it is. He said, I think I counted somewhere between 4, but now I'm looking on the other side, and he's trying to, mentally see what he saw. He said, it may be up to 12. Brooke just called the place where we get our hay from, because honestly, we thought they were out. We did. But she called them, and she said, they do have some, but don't know how much or how many they got. So we're going to load up right over there to Garrison's, or the feed store that we get our round bales from, and see how much they got. Hopefully nobody's bought it between the phone call and now, and get what we can, because I don't want to run out of good quality hay for the horses. Now the cows seem to be perfectly satisfied with their pasture right now. Now the horses' pasture is something that we haven't been working on quite as much as we have with the cow pasture, and something that we're going to work on this year and get that horse pasture area built up. We're going to start rotating those guys out. We're probably going to put them in different pastures and get that one that they're staying in built up somewhat. So it'll help support them. We won't have to buy as much as hay in the warmer months as we're doing now. Let's load the trailer up, get the truck ready, and let's run over to Garrison's and go see what kind of hay they got. Come on, girl. Come on. All right. All right, well, let's go load up and head on over to Garrison's and go get some hay. Fingers crossed they have some. Fingers crossed that, yeah, they have some. I hope they got 12 bales, to be honest with you, because we're going to try to get all of it if they do. Right, Holly? Right? Hopefully they got the hay over there. I think they do, though. Maybe Brooke told them. I didn't talk to Brooke directly. I've been over here, and maybe Brooke told them to set it aside. We on the way. Which, I don't know. That'd be hard to tell them not to sell it to somebody. But anyways, we are on the way. Yeah, they don't have much at all, do they? Not much at all. Wonder why he picked that one instead of the other one. That one got tinted windows. I don't know. Only question I'd ask him. All right, y'all got the hay loaded up. Let's head on to the farm. And I think we got to distribute some out to the animals too. All right, get this barn opened up. Brooke's going to get the truck with the hay on it. Got the tractor ready, and definitely gonna give the goats and some donkeys some hay. I'm glad I left my pallets in here. That way we ain't gotta go get some more. Put the hay on those pallets. All right, let's see if we can get those goats and donkeys up. Hello, Bram Bram. Let's grab Loretta some treats, so I have them right there. And I tell y'all what I might do here. I think I'm gonna grab some donkey treats, horse treats I should say, right here. maybe I can get them donkeys to go up. If I can, I can't. It's mainly the goats that I'm worried about. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, I got my shot. I got my shot at these guys. Got him. That was pure luck right there, y'all. Pure luck. Loretta and the donkeys don't know I'm over here yet. Loretta, I'm not too much worried about. I'd like to get the donkeys put up. Let's see. I see Jesse coming. Let's see if I can get Jesse and Honey in here. Yep, here they come. This is perfect. I could not have asked for anything better unless Loretta comes over here and breaks it up. Let's see. Here they come. Y'all remember, Loretta can't hear very well. So she has no idea that I'm over here. Loretta still don't know it. Go. Come on, Jesse. Jesse's as slow as molasses. Come on, Jesse. She don't get no hurry, does she, honey? No, not at all. Look here, Jesse, I got you a treat. Come on, get your treat. Look, Jesse. Look. Come on. You want another one? You better come on in here. Come on, Jesse. Now. Uh-oh, I dropped it. That's okay, though. We'll pick it up. We'll get you. I got y'all now, though. We're good, man. She found that one. Did you get that one, Jesse? No. Come here, girl. Come here. Honey, you can't have them all. Now. You can't have them all, honey. No. I'm telling y'all, I could not have wished for anything better than that. I mean, that was absolutely perfect right there. She has no idea. Y'all, Loretta still has no idea what's going on. Y'all look back here. Well, right there. Right there, she has no idea. Come on, buddy. Here, go play with that. I'll get it in just a second. All right. Let's get that out of here. We ain't had heyday in a minute, y'all. Come on there, Aunt Jessie and Miss Honey. Y'all come on. All right, goats. Y'all ready? You ready? Fifi, Curtis, Red, everybody? Everybody's headed for the hay. Now, y'all guys don't care about heyday. What you guys think? This gonna pass? This gonna pass? Looks like it. Loretta still has no idea I'm over here. I'm gonna go put these pig treats I got in my pocket up. We're gonna save them for another day. What you think, honey? Jesse? We get 2 hooves up on this bale right here. Yeah, I figured we did. Mr. Curtis. Curtis says some good stuff. Tip, everybody. Topper, come on, get you some of this hay, brother. Come on, get you some of this hay. All right, we gotta go unload the rest of it. And I gotta go see what the horses look like, if they need any or if they can get by a few more days. You didn't think you'd be buying hay in May.
No, that's for sure.
She gonna ride on the tractor?
Oh yeah, she can ride on the tractor.
Tractor baby.
DD, I think we need a washing of the bandana.
Yeah, I agree.
It's been raining, hasn't it, baby?
She's, farm clothes don't last but so long, Mama. We gotta get them things cleaned up.
I know it. I got you another one ready, okay? I promise.
Holly lost hers, and I just found it yesterday, so hers is clean. Holly. Holly said, don't mess with me. I'm watching my baby. Get that baby. Let's go. Come on. Load up. Load up, girl. Load up. Oh, goodness. Don't worry about that baby. We'll get it when we stop. Don't worry about that baby. Hey, that baby's not going anywhere. No, it's not going anywhere. Just leave it right there. No. Wait till we stop. She'll drop it, and then she'll lose it. I know this game. I know this game all too well. Let me stop you. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. All right, now you can get your baby. Now, she'll drop it offside the road here, and 2 times she's jumped off with the side-by-side going, and we've since learned not to do that, right? We don't do that no more. But we will drop it, and then she can't go find it. It'll roll off or somewhere crazy, and you can't find it. Yeah. Silly dog. Hey, Willie. I got my bracelet on. Let me forget the water, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna check your hay, though. All right, buddy? Atta boy. All right. Hey, y'all got a good bit. Y'all got a good bit of hay. Yeah, Brooke was right. They got a good bit of hay there. So that's gonna last them. I think this is gonna last a little while right here. That's a good bit of hay. Right there now. We'll see, but I think that's gonna last longer than Brooke thinks. Regardless, so we got 3 bales in the barn, and they did tell us they had some more in their other storage facility that they would bring us. They didn't have much, but they did have some, and if we wanted some more, we could definitely get some more, but they should have some fresh hay in about 3 to 4 weeks. So I think we're gonna be okay. It could have been a lot worse, I can tell you that. I'm gonna show y'all. Brooke came over here because she saw me cut this water on.
I did.
And didn't think I was going to cut it off, but she didn't know I put my bracelet on.
I didn't, but just saying, it's a possibility you could come in the house and be, hey, did you
Or that I didn't put it
What's
on.
that on your arm?
Or I just didn't put it on,
That's
period.
right. Well, it's time to cut it off. Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah, you got it?
I think I do.
Oh, that dove thinks it's funny. I'm gonna go grab some treats real quick, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been doing with Maggie. So when she first got here, I was always putting the halter on her every time I fed her because I just want her to get used to me, get used to things, and I still want that. Maggie is, I want her to be more like a partner, and you know, an animal. She loves me. You can see she's right here. I mean, she's the closest horse to me right here. And I just don't want that to change. And I really believe in positive reinforcement when it comes to animals versus negative reinforcement. Number one, Maggie is still a little nervous of the camera from time to time. I don't know what gets her nervous. I don't know, but I want her to be exposed as many things as possible. And I want me and her to keep this connection that we got, and I want that connection to build. And so what I've been doing is, number one, I don't want her to think the lead rope is anything negative. You know, for the most part, it's not. But I don't want her to see the lead rope, oh, the Dr. D's coming and I'm getting a shot. Or the farrier's coming, even though she does well with the farrier. But you just don't ever know. I always, when I come out here to feed now, I always put this lead rope around my neck. For any of these guys, they see me have it. They don't relate to this rope being anything negative. Sometimes with horses, there's no way I can ride her every day. I just don't have that time, but I would like to ride her at least 2 to 3 times a week. In between those times, I would love to just me and her do something. Here lately, we've just been going for a walk, and I've been exposing her to some different things, and I can really tell she does get nervous sometimes. So right around in here is where she starts to get nervous on me. Y'all can see how she's changed up a little bit here. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Everything's okay. Nothing bad, just a little different. She's definitely acting a little different. Yep. But we're gonna get used to this. Yep. We're gonna get used to it. Come on. She gets really nervous when we get around the cows for some reason, and I don't know why. Not super nervous. And then we'll walk, and then I'll stop and let her eat some grass if she wants to. And then we'll walk some more. And I'm just trying to expose her to anything and everything. Now, yesterday we walked to the front porch, and she got nervous. She got nervous when they got to the front porch. I don't know what it was about the front porch. Brooke was sitting in a rocking chair. She's not nervous to Brooke, but something made her nervous. And we sat there for a little bit until she calmed down a little bit, and then we walked away. Now, I will say this. Yesterday, I was telling you, I was walking Maggie, and my neighbor across the street that does the hay, we were talking. A car came by, and I have no idea why, because he was on my fence. He was not near the road. They laid on the horn. And which is, you don't have to, I know I don't have to tell y'all, but if somebody's with a horse, near a horse, holding a horse, do not do that. Oh my goodness, please don't do that. Especially when he's riding a horse. Maggie didn't flinch, okay, thankfully. But what if she'd have came forward towards me and I tripped or fell or what, I don't know, anything. Or she rammed into the fence and hurt herself. So luckily, none of that happened. Luckily. But, you know, if you see somebody riding on the side of the road, or I wasn't even on the side of the road, I was on my property, but still, you know, it could have been bad, but it wasn't. Well, y'all, here we are at night, And God, it feels great out here tonight. It really feels really good. But this is the side garden at night under the lights, and it's so peaceful out here. I just love coming out here. I got where here lately I will sit over here with my cup of coffee and just relax in the morning times and try to give me some me time before we get started on the farm and videoing and whatever else we got to do around here, and finish my cup of coffee and get the day started out here. But here it is at night. I know a lot of y'all ask about it and want to see it during the nighttime, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you guys. Matter of fact, let's look at it from this way. Oh, it's so peaceful out here. So peaceful. There you go. There you go. You can really see it out here now. I would show y'all some stars, but it's still pretty cloudy. But there it is. Right there. And then, like I said, we're going to put these lights on the side garden back there and light it up back there too. Gonna be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, y'all, appreciate you hanging out with Brooke and myself today. Going to town, getting some hay. Can't believe we got some. Taking care of all the animals, hanging out with everybody. And we just appreciate y'all so much. Catch you guys on the next one. And as always, y'all be good.